Hello, this is a quick tutorial on using the proc controls of your digitizer to set the brightness and contrast levels before or during your analog captures. Setting the correct levels is important because excessive blacks or whites will mean you can't retrieve any picture detail in those areas during post-capture processing. We need to keep the levels within the legal boundaries, which are indicated by the edges of the histogram. The histogram I'm using here is the one in the capture mode of VDub. It is displayed by going into capture mode, then video histogram. Capture AVI, video, histogram, and here's the histogram down here. I've set up my proc amp using Graph Studio over here, because when I access the proc amp in VDub via the capture filter menu, the video preview disappears. Using Graph Studio allows me to see the video while being able to access the proc amp. There's a proc amp there. I have instructions on the setup and use of Graph Studio on my website. I'll start the video. And what I'm going to do is pause it just for the purposes of the demonstration. In a nutshell, the brightness controls the overall left-right positioning of the overall histogram like this. There's a brightness slider, and you can see the histogram going backwards and forwards as I move the slider. Set the left edge first with the brightness slider. I find a little into the no-go zone is okay. Like that. We control the right edge or side using the contrast. Don't go outside the limit marker though. See, the right side's going outside the limit. Just come back to the left with the contrast until it's just sitting inside. There we go. Have a quick check at the image and it looks pretty good. Staying inside the safe zone will allow you to fine adjust the levels during post-capture processing. You can also adjust the proc amp settings by clipping on the setting bar and using the left and right arrow keys to change the proc amp setting. Of course, you will probably get changes in the levels as the movie or video runs, especially if there's inside scenes and outside scenes, so you'll have to make a value judgment on whether you choose one setting that covers all the scenes or do individual scenes by splitting up the file into darks and lights, but that'll be up to you. I'll just start the video playing so you can see the histogram bouncing around a bit. Finally, you don't have to actually capture with VDub. You can determine the required levels using this method, then capture with a program of your choice. And that's it. I hope you found this video helpful.